Still doing it. No, it's not like I have a. Does anybody else have this issue with this game? Or does this? Or I'm running a 3070. GPU should not be a problem with this game. Maybe it's just the game. Maybe it's just buggy. Still.
Okay, stick to cover. Stick to cover.
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on high. It's doing it on low. Yo.
No one of this
Exactly where I want to be.
Not every day we get to cut anything.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Now that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go. Marvelous.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Now that we've been attacked, got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going. Don't you get it? You don't have a job here anymore. You're with those explorers now. Like it or not. Just go, all right? Figure out what happened to you when you touched that rock.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
But again.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
You know what? Give me a second. I need a drink.
Thinking it over? Good instinct. What? Oh, sorry. Thought you said something. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector. That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer, with your help. See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception, since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
You can tell the game's running
Captain Eric,
good.
I assume
There's
you know
just
how to
times
fly a
it's-
Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shield, just in case there are any difficulties.
Lay down that, let me drop that bomb. Uh-huh. What I thought. Oh, you can actually... Oh, okay. Navigation. Interesting. Interior. Zoom out. Oh, hey. How you doing? How you doing, solar system? Oh, okay. In the solar system. Again. All right, pilot seat. Let's go.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Hold line for takeoff. Hey, an achievement. We're all into the Starfield. Enter space for the first time. Whoa, okay, that's kind of cool.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way. Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains. Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain. more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
Okay, we're learning this together.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Hostile. Good to know.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable. Violence imminent.
do realize I can just sit here and mine all day, right? Nah, we're not gonna do that. Man, I thought that said something else.
Curious. These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
The hell? Yeah, this is the way I freaking came. Alright, robot, you gotta move.
I believe the enemy is nearby.
Oh, man. Aiden Wynn, Personal Journal, January 13, 2306. Can't believe it. I get the posting. The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape that they had to cut through at MAST. But it's long overdue, and I get to be a part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out in 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I'll have plenty of leave, and I will be back in New Atlantis all the time. I'm still not sure where I'm going, definitely somewhere in the United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. Aiden Wynn, Personal Journal, February 6, 2306, Candidate 1. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today. What appeared to be an alien form of whatever that is, essentially a giant spider. Mickelson, in full protective gear, attempted to attach the Neuro Central Interface, CNCI. Our security detail is still trying to remove him from the cocoon, and we had no choice but to put down the creature. A minor setback, none of us expect a success on the first try. I heard Dr. Polson tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Thursday. Ashta specimen. There, can talk. Aiden Wynn, the Personal Journal, May 5th, 2306. I'm not sure how they managed it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that the Ashta is a terrifying beast and natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities and essential to the work we're doing here. It's that the Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Aquila, home to the Achilles City, capital of the Free Star Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard. Though it does beg the question, have Free Star Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator? If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Trial failure. Aiden Wynn. Personal Journal, May 7th, 2306. Any fears that our Free Star Collective counterparts had managed to weaponize the Ashta have been completely dispelled. After the Mickelson debacle, we determined the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterward. The Ashta proved incredibly resistant to synchronization, and we never achieved control fidelity beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, the Ashta simply cannot be controlled. If not by us, then certainly not by the Free Star Collective. Dr. Polson has been in touch with Colonel Kazarov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by this time next week. More disappointment. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, May 12th, 2306. Another creature, another failure. No fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator, and they delivered. These things were so alien. Paulson had a difficult time deciding on a designation. Opted for Reptins Vinium. Shame we couldn't properly sync the NCI. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. New specimens. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, July 6, 2306. Marines dropped another few specimens off this morning. Totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them, they're anthropods. The alien equivalent of Gamorus. Basically giant space lobsters. very promising giant space lobsters. I'm not entirely sure where the UC grunts found these particular test subjects. Some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third or fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of these earlier species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted in my earlier logs, their natural aggressiveness made their effective weapons. But a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition. Non aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened, and when they do go on the attack, they're terrifying. So we will see. Relocation. Aiden Wynn, Personal Journal, August 1st, 2306. We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. It's happened so fast, my head is spinning. The work on the anthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to their homeworld. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xeno Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist. That means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was to tell Amanda I'm still not used to her not being there. I'll give Mickelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the mass brass know that it was my work tuning the neural control interface that was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. Alright.
One more time.
located.
Let's do this. Heavy fire over here.
Yes.
You better get yourself killed.
All right.
In combat, there is a high likelihood of human death. Prioritizing our deaths over your own survival. Detection of enemy has dropped unexpectedly. Begin search protocol. There is no enemy nearby. Resume systematic wandering.
I needed that bounty.
Captain Eric.
All right. Got some more reading to do. Project Pet Shop. Hayden Wynn, senior xenobiologist. Crete Research Facility Project Log, February 11, 2307. My staff and I just arrived this morning, and I'm not surprised to find that facility completely operational. As usual, the United Colonies spared no expense. It's all very exciting, inspirational, really knowing you have the full support of the decision makers. I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that the lab is a close guarded secret, located in Freestar Collective space, no less. But we go where the work takes us. Xenowarfare is the evolution of armed ground conflict. We know it, and the Freestar Collective surely knows it as all. It knows it as well. Forget what the calendar says. This is 1942 all over again. We may as well be the Manhattan Project, racing to create the game changer before the other side. So, to that effect, I am overjoyed to officially announce Pet Shop Project Pet Shop Phase 1 is a go. Arr. Arthropods. Hayden Wynn, senior xenobiologist. Crete Research Facility Project Log, March 3rd, 2307. The arthropods are, in a word, incredible. Calm, easy to work with, and they even allow themselves to be fitted with the NCIs without much trouble. Synchronization has thus far been nearly instantaneous, and their control fidelity has remained in the 95% to 97% range. They pass all environmental survivability tests as well: hot, cold, low, or no oxygen. I'm pretty sure these things could operate effectively in any environment. Most promising is how well they're already integrated with the Red Devils, who have joined us for a period of extended training. After all, they'll be leading the creatures into combat, so it's critical they establish a war bond. Success! Hayden Wynn, Senior Xenobiologist, Crete Research Facility, Project Log, August 7, 2307. After months of testing a variety of extraterrestrial species, I'm overjoyed to report that we have finally found a species that will serve as the backbone of the United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division. The arthropods are anything we hope for and more. Imagine a pack of alien beasts suited to any terrain, capable of instantly obeying any command. I have designated these beasts obedient test pests, but we can just call them stalkers. I think it may finally be time to crack open that bottle of Chateau of Verdun 2170. The Red Devils. Aiden Wins, Senior Xenobiologist, Crete Research Facility, Project Log, August 12th, 2307. The Red Devils' progress with the Stalkers have been nothing less than amazing. Now I see why they're so highly regarded in UC military circles. None of the rah-rah bullshit you see with the regular grunts. These are focused professionals. After another week of training here in the pet shop, I'm confident they'll be ready for a live test in the field. Mickelson suggests I contact Colonel Kazarov and find out where his Marines grabbed that spire from the early trials. He wants his comeuppance, but then it would make for a good trial. And that computer. Beautiful. If I learned anything with Skyrim, it is
Huh? Gonna take you apart! Still coming at you!
Your performance in that conflict was beyond adequate.
oh, it broke. Receive 1 skill point to spend every time you level up. Each skill also unlocks challenge. Complete the challenge and then spend a skill point to rank up the skill. Okay. Yeah, I don't quite know. That's laser weapons, yes. Boom. Aha. Because I do like that cutter. That cutter is a decent weapon. This off. The reason why the webcam came on there for a split second, it's there, so that'll be a cutoff point for the video. So, I know. So here, this is going to start episode 2. So, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Starfield. We just ranked up in lasers, so we are going to go ahead and continue. So, here we go. Let's go.
I have located the enemy.
Boom! Remember, continuing doing this crap. Pharmaceutical lab. Okay. This is. What is this? I can do bandages. Okay. Cool. All right. Drafted some bandages. Here.
Listen up. We got someone trying to jump our school. Hold them off here. Rogan sets up on the roof.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here.
Damage registered. Warning. Damage received. I am aiming for your center of mass.
Hey, more computer.
This all you got?
Please avoid getting
Whoa,
shot.
whoa, whoa.
You might die.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's loose. The Terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. This is Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted. It's loose. The Terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. This is Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
Sorry about that. Alright. Here are more specimen. Hayden Wynn, senior xenobiologist, Crete Research Facility Project Log, August 15th, 2310. Thanks to the UC Marines, we now have the second piece of the puzzle, a fully grown alpha predator. According to my research, a group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. The creature didn't appear to be indigenous. I can never say that word. Indigenous. And was alone. There's currently no record of how it got there, so it was sheer cosmic chance that the astrogeologists found it, or rather, it found them. Scientists were quick to categorize it as a socio-machina, roughly killing machine. The UC Marines tasked with taking it down chose a simpler name, Terramorph. I read the official record once. Of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those 2 lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be in Xeno warfare. Jesus. NCI fitting today. Hayden Wynn, senior xenobiologist, Crete Research Facility, Project Log, August 20th, 2310. Today we fit the Terramorph with the NCI. If our experience with the grunts first dropped off the creature is any indication, our sedation window will be around 15 minutes. We better make them count. Alright. Anything else in this area?
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digifix and a disregard for personal property rights.
Here?
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the Terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
Alright. There. There. Hey, beautiful. I'll take it. Oh. Laser pistol. Oh. Oh. One barrel holders. Credits. Roof access. That's what I need.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score. They aren't? You sure? No, that can't be right. I'm not falling for that. That's got ambush written all over it. I've heard enough out of you. Kill them! Go! I'll cover you!
And the gun.
You're mine.
Were trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive. Exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Try that on me? Huh?
Come on.
In combat, Barrett often yells, pew, pew, pew. Crimson Fleet interference. Captain Eric.
Captain
To
Eric.
reach the
Love it.
launch, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not...
Who is kind as you enter the city? Please give me. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
His lips are moving, no sound.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Okay.
You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city? Headquarters of the entire United Colonies? I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation's stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Let me know if you have any questions.
I'm really rather busy. I am really in the middle of something.
Sure looks like you are. Really, really does.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back. Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? Everything good? We're here to help.
No soliciting. Do I need to call security?
Chill. We'll just walk walking. You're like, no soliciting. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just walking. I'm walking here. Yep. So I do want to take a moment to say the things I gotta say here. If you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button. Helps me out tremendously. I'm pushing. Hit the like button, hit the share, send this to people who played this game. What was your first playthrough like? You know, so far I'm level 2. I'm digging this. I'm digging it. And that's where, you know, you guys can really help me out here. I do really have big plans, and you know, I want to make some things a reality. So please help me out. Just hit that subscribe button. And that's more really what I really like for you to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. You know, I generally trying to go live almost every day. If it's only, if it's only, it's gonna be pretty much on a longer side of the stream, because it takes forever for things to do. Games like this, if I could devote a whole day to this Starfield, we'll get it in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm playing this and I'm like, really making me want to play Skyrim. Same company, same developer. Yeah. But I'm loving this though. But yeah, something about this just making me want to play Skyrim so bad right now. I do know, I do gotta take a quick fiver. So I think this is where we'll go ahead and end episode 2. So I'll go ahead and do that. That's my notification for letting me know this to cut it. But yeah, give me 5 minutes. I will be right back. All right. And welcome back to another episode of Starfield. Still on our very first playthrough. So, we are at New Atlantis, so let's go back and we'll get this going.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city.
Need to go to Mast.
We can take it directly to the Mast District. The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain Eric. Everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. It's bet I'll ever win.
You really think we appear to have a visitor?
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal, another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Why? Why? Alright, sorry about that. I had to be responsible dog owner for a moment.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you. At your service, Captain.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent.
Yeah, what is it?
Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation at a time like this. focused, no nonsense, and
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Talked to Vladimir recently. I mean, I haven't been able to go out there in a bit. Why? Oh, I just...
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of the block. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. You're awfully quiet.
Just a second, I'm doing something. Thank you. Alright.
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together. A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to. You've done this before, eh? Wise words. We watch each other's backs. We'll be fine. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we? I hope you're still glad you joined Constellation, Noelle.
Yes, ma'am, of course. I honestly can't imagine being anywhere else.
Just making sure. Bright young girl like you, there are no shortage of opportunities.
Okay, maybe not every single day we dream come true.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Let me go back in here real quick. Will you settle down? Settle. Whoever's outside's allowed to be outside. Okay? Whoever's supposed to be outside is supposed to be outside. Whether it be a person, a bird, a squirrel, rabbit, deer.
Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning?
I am at your service, Captain.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
Stop.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet. Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
I've been asking a few questions in my spare time.
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here. So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Jesus, this place is huge.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy! As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's by your phone. That's right.
Well, hey there. Nice long rest, eh?
Yeah, I was tired.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on this, isn't
Yeah. Oh. I think I'm gonna. Alright, I'm gonna kind of do this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be time. I'm gonna take maybe an hour break. I'm gonna probably go ahead and get off here and stream. I'll be back on in a little bit. And probably by that time we'll probably jump into Oni, but digging this game very, very much so. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and thank you very much. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell, comment, all the fun, jabby stuff that we do here on YouTube. You know that. So, love you all. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.